Hello, this video is going to be how to add a library to a Google Apps script project. So the role of libraries is that they allow you to put code in a different project. It's usually code that you want to reuse a lot, and then you can easily connect a library to your different coding projects. So in this case, I've got a coding project here that I'm working on, and I have a couple data functions. One to take a big matrix and convert it into a dictionary, and another one to take a dictionary and to convert it into a matrix. So a matrix is like a list of lists, or if you are a JavaScript user, an array of arrays. I guess I should call it an array of arrays because this is based on JavaScript. So I'll just get started right away here. I'm going to slow down. I guess I should slow down NVDA.
NVDA settings, general normal configuration dialog, categories, list alt plus general, speech. Speech proper change, voice variant, combo box max accelerate, 76, 60, 58. Quiz checker project editor app script.
So the first thing I'm going to do is open up the project that I want in a new tab.
Google Chrome.
I'm going to do that by going to script.google.com.
New tab, frame banner landmark visited.
And then I'm going to look for it in a list of projects. I may have to tab over
Project
to
list,
it.
list sorted by last modified.
No, you heard project list, so I'm already in it.
Quiz checker app.
So I'm going to look for it here. It's called data functions.
Untitled, externship, untitled, webinar registration, data functions.
After navigating to data functions with the arrow key, I'm going to press enter.
Landmark Google Apps script visited links.
It's loading.
Button rename.
So when it loads, we get up to the we're not in the editor like we were in the previous project. We're just kind of in the script settings.
Script project
I believe it's called.
Editor project history triggers link. Executions project settings link.
It's if you go to the project settings link, that's what you'll find. So right now I'm in browse mode and I'm just navigating using my website commands. I'm going to navigate to the copy script ID button using my next button command. So B.
Project details summary region make a copy button. Add to start button. Remove project clickable users. Click to add this series on clickable error rate. Click to add no next button.
Oh, actually I have to go to project
Add
settings.
landmark visited. Elements list dialog. P project history. P project settings. Data functions, project details, page loaded, data functions, project
Now I'm
settings.
in project settings.
Log on Cortex, copy script ID button.
And here's the copy script ID button. I'll press enter on that.
Copied 1 RVDJY 3000.
And now we have it copied. So I can just close this tab out with Control W.
Toolbar, quiz checker, project editor, app script.
I'm back in quiz checker. Now I'm going to press the button that says add a library. So right now you heard it go into forms mode. If you're an NVDA user, you'll know that it's that sound. So I actually am going to have better luck by going into browse mode and then looking at the row of buttons at the top. So this is going to be a button, so I can actually go into browse mode and then navigate by buttons with B or Shift B as in Bravo.
Open the XCD button, run the selected for save from redo code edit button, do code editor, add a service button, add a library button.
So I just went up there with Shift B. I was going back previous. So I'll press enter on that.
Add a library dialog. Learn more link. Add a library link. Learn more. Script ID star edit required for libraries. Script ID which can be found in the libraries project.
So it loads up a dialog and there's an edit field to put in the script ID. I'll navigate to that with E.
Script ID star edit required script.
Basically the next edit field. I press Control Victor V to paste it.
1 RVDJY 3200.
So I just pressed Control A there to confirm that it was pasted. NVDA doesn't announce when something's pasted. I think you could change that behavior, but I don't have that. So now that I've pasted in the ID, I'm going to press the button to find the project.
Lookup button.
It's called Lookup. Press space.
Button add a library fetching.
And you could press enter and then it says it's fetching the details. And it probably won't announce it, so I'll just press the down arrow and up arrow to see if I can figure out if it's done.
Heading level 2 libraries. Button add a library. Heading level 2 services. Button add a service. Button undo code clickable space.
So you see now we're kind of like back in that control bar that we were in when we found the add a library button, and this is kind of a bit tricky about this dialog. So but it's going to be toward the bottom of the page and it's going to show up like a sort of a dialog, but NVDA won't be interacting with it straight away, so I'll have to press enter on that element in order to get NVDA to interact with it, possibly. So I'll press Control End to go to the end of the page, and then we'll navigate up with left arrow and see what we find.
No indent undo code edit. $2.99 two-dimensional SSE match dimensions of this values object. Fetch dialog may editor content press 4 space console.log $2 space L.
Let's see. Okay, I'm going back up to
Open
the
the
top.
execution clickable space. Main landmark no indent dot. Frame about colon blank.
Trying with the tab
Main
key.
landmark. Editor content press alt plus. Out of editor. Add a library dialog. Button lookup.
So here it is. So we found the added library dialog. I pressed Control End and then Shift tabbed back.
Successfully looked up library data functions.
And with the down arrow, I find that we successfully looked up the functions.
Menu button collapsed submenu version. Head
So now it says select the version and head is currently selected.
identify star edit required selected data functions.
The identifier is what you're going to use. If you're familiar with AppScript, it's how you're going to call your library. So
Spelling error. D data function. DAFUNCTIONS out of spelling error.
so this is okay for me.
Version. Head development.
The version is head, so head means the latest. So that means if I go over to that data functions library and make a change, it will be effective immediately, and I won't have to update what library I'm calling on from this project. So I'll just leave that. I like having it that way.
Identify star edit required selected. Cancel button. Add button.
And I'm just tabbing over to the add button and pressing enter.
Adding library. No indent $2.99. Var range equals sheet dot get range D2 colon D2 range dot set. Library dependencies list operations menu for data functions menu but.
And you can see now I'm back on the control bar, and now I'm looking at we have now a section of what we call library dependencies, and you can hear my project is, my library is here now.
Library dependencies list button menu button collapsed submenu operations menu for data functions.
And this is the operations menu for data functions. So I can do different things to it if I go into forms mode and navigate with up and down arrows.
Open in a new tab. Remove. Open in a new tab. Remove.
So I can actually open the project itself, or I can remove it.
Library dependencies list.
I'm going to leave that though. Then I can go into browse mode, navigate to the next edit field.
Main landmark clickable editor content. Press alt plus F1.
And here's the editor so that I can continue editing the code of this project. So that is how we can add a library to a Google Apps Script project. I hope that's helpful, and keep an eye out for other videos.
Finder. Screen click.